Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss different types of joints. But if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Let's start with joints. What are joints? Joints are where the two or more than two bones meet. When two bones meet together, they make a joint. All the movements that we perform to do our daily actions occur due to joints. Let's discuss different classification of joints. We classify the joints on the basis of structure and function. On the basis of structure, joints are classified into three types: fibrous joint, cartilaginous joints, synovial joints. On the basis of function, their name changes to different names, like fibrous joint changes to synarthrosis or immovable joints. Cartilaginous joints changes to amphiarthrosis or slightly movable joints. Synovial joint changes to diarthrosis or completely movable joint. Let's start with fibrous joints. Its other name is synarthrosis or immovable joint. Syn means together, arthron meaning joints. There is no space present between the two bones, and the articulating bones are completely connected by fibrous tissues. For example, sutures in the skull. Other example is syndesmosis, means bones are connected by dense fibrous bands allowing extremely little movement, like mid-radioulnar joint. Cartilaginous joints, amphiarthrosis or slightly movable joints. Amphi means on both sides. As the name indicates, they allow little movement as there is some space present between the two bones connected by cartilage. For example, synchondrosis, sternocostal cartilage that join sternum and ribs, making sternocostal joint. Cartilage is hyaline cartilage. Symphysis, held by fibrocartilage disc, like the disc present between the two vertebrae and the disc present between the two pubic bones, pubic symphysis. Let's start synovial joint. Diarthrosis or completely movable joint. Diarthrosis means through the joint. This is the most common and freely movable joint, characterized by fluid-filled joint capsule. Let's see their components. These components are present in synovial joint. Articular cartilage. It covers the ends of the bone, reducing friction during the movement. Synovial fluid. It lubricates the joint, nourishes the cartilage, and absorbs shock. Joint capsule. It encloses the joint, providing stability. Ligaments. It connects bones, providing support and limiting movement. Bursa. Fluid-filled sacs that reduces friction between tendons and bones. Let's see different types of synovial joints. There are 6: hinge joint, pivot joint, ball and socket joint, saddle joint, condyloid or ellipsoidal joint, plane gliding joint. Let's see them in detail. Hinge joint. The end of one bone is shaped like a cylinder or convex. As you can see in the picture, the other bone has a complementary concave groove. It allows movement in one plane, like a door hinge. For example, elbow and knee joint. Let's see the one plane movement. Bicep curls doing elbow flexion and extension. Knee flexion and extension. Second is pivot joint. One bone has a rounded or cylindrical shape. The other bone forms a ring or groove around the cylindrical bone. For example, atlantoaxial joint, proximal radioulnar joint. This joint allows for rotational movement around a single axis, like supination and pronation, done by proximal radioulnar joint. Ball and socket joint. The end of one bone is rounded and ball-shaped convex. The other bone has a cup-like concave depression that fits the ball. Allows movement in multiple directions, including rotation. For example, shoulder and hip joint. This structure allows for a wide range of movement in multiple directions, like flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, rotation, and circumduction. All the movements of shoulder and hip joint. Next is saddle joint. Both bones have concave and convex surfaces that interlock, resembling a rider sitting in a saddle. Allows movement in two planes. For example, thumb joint, carpometacarpal joint. Saddle joint allows movement in two planes, such as flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, with greater range of motion compared to hinge joint. Next is condyloid joint, also called ellipsoidal joint. The end of one bone has an oval-shaped convex surface. The other bone has a matching concave surface. Difference between ball and socket and it is its cylindrical shape, oval shape. Allows movement but no rotation. For example, wrist joint, metacarpophalangeal joint. This joint allows movement in two planes, including flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, but not rotation. Both bones have flat or slightly curved surface in plane gliding joint. It allows sliding or gliding movement. For example, the joint between the small bones of wrist and feet, intercarpal and intertarsal joints. Plane joints allow sliding or gliding movements between the bones. Understanding the types of joints and their function is fundamental for physiotherapy students. This knowledge helps in diagnosing joint-related conditions and developing effective treatment plans. And if you found this video helpful, please press the subscribe button and hit the bell icon. Like and share too. If you want me to discuss the topic that you want to be discussed, then drop them in the comment section. Thank you for watching.